Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Pop Culture Primas.
Yay!
I'm Anjali.
I'm Melissa. How's your week going?
It went by really fast. I feel like I just talked to you, and maybe because we've been like on TikTok a lot.
Like we have a lot of back and forth on TikTok.
But it's good. Today was like rainy and gross, but yesterday it was nice and sunny here in Chicago.
Nice.
So like all that snow's gone.
Yes.
But we're left with like melted nastiness.
Which you just showed me on your hoodie.
There's puddles everywhere. So I just got this hoodie for Christmas, and today was my first day wearing it. I was telling Alyssa, I literally just popped the tags off, and then I took Lincoln, we went to Whole Foods, and then as soon as I sat in the car, I wasn't even wearing a jacket. That's how warm it is here in Chicago. It's like 40 degrees.
Right.
And then I sit down and I look at my, like where the hoodie thing is. If you're watching us on YouTube.
The kangaroo pocket?
Yeah, by the little hoodie pocket. There's like spots on it. I'm like, what the F? And it was mud.
Oh.
I got mud on it.
It'll wash right off.
Yeah, but still, I can't have nice things.
No one can.
Nope.
Excuse me while I pop open my wine and probably ruin the nails that I just painted right before we started. And I was telling Anjali,
oh my God,
I don't understand why I can't like keep my nails nice for at least a week. Because right now they're okay, but they will be chipped in like 2 days. So if anyone has any advice on that, please let me know, because WTF, I don't understand why it's so difficult. Like a child.
Well, a week, I feel like a week is a long time for doing your own nails. I would give myself at least 4 to 6 hours before I mess something up.
Oh, within a day, they start chipping, like, at the tips. And I'm like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Like, I don't know what causes it. But I think my issue is that in between coats, I don't let them dry enough.
But they don't do it at the salon either.
Yeah, right? But no, they put they make your, like, sorry guys, you probably didn't see all the paint on my skin. They make you, like, your hands like this in front of the little fan and stuff. So it is getting dry enough, like, somehow. At least the places I've gone to, they've always just put your hand, if you're doing regular polish, your hands are in front of the fan until your next coat. I don't know. They have magic. I don't know what they do, but...
It is magic, but I also think the products they use are different too.
That is true. And they always like, I see them put, I don't know. They know all the secrets. Give me your secrets. Okay.
I would say just a no chip.
Just a no chip?
A no chip kit.
Yeah, I should try that. I just don't want to spend the money.
I don't know. Sally Hansen had I wonder if you need like the little machine.
Yeah.
For like the gel
the UV
quick dry.
Sure. Yes.
Never mind.
For sure. All right. Let's get into this. This one, when I saw this is insane. I could not believe this. Lady Gaga's dog walker was shot 4 times in the chest while walking 3 of her dogs. Little Frenchies. So all the updates is, as far as we know, the dog walker is fine.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to pay for his medical bills, which is like over $97,000. That's insane.
I don't understand how he got shot in the chest and survived. Was he wearing a bulletproof vest?
I don't know.
Does that?
Right?
I'm being completely serious.
Right? Is he Superman?
Like, the job?
How,
I'm Lady Gaga's.
Like, how did it not, like, where in the chest? Like, didn't get his heart, his lungs, like...
Anything?
I don't know, but yeah.
Expected to make a full recovery.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, either the luckiest man in the world.
Seriously.
I don't know if it's a man or a woman.
I believe it was a man, yes.
But, like, I'm so thankful that they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But as of Friday, I think the dogs were found.
Yeah, so 3 of the 3 dogs, 2 of them were taken. 1 ran off in the whole commotion, but like came back to the dog walker, and the dog walker was holding the little baby while the police. Oh my God! When I saw the pictures, I'm like, oh my God, that poor dog's like, what's happening? So Gaga was in Rome filming a movie. What movie? What are you doing? I'm sorry, Gaga is not the greatest actress. I don't know what she's doing, but. Whatever. No offense to her. But there was a $500,000 reward out for the returns of her dogs, no questions asked. And as you said, as of Friday, the 2 dogs were returned, and somehow quickly the police were able to determine that the woman who returned them had no connections with whoever was involved.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that came about, like how she got in possession of the dogs or what happened.
Yeah. I just want to go back to the Lady Gaga not being a good actress thing. Did you see A Star Is Born?
I didn't think it was good.
Oh my God, what?
No. She's an amazing singer, but actress, maybe I think American Horror Story Hotel just like, eh.
I mean, if that's like your go-to, then yes, that wasn't like a great.
Yeah. But then also,
like, point in time.
So American Horror Story was like, okay, she was all right. And then before A Star Is Born like actually came out, all of her interviews and like her repetitiveness of all out of 100
99
people.
Yeah. That
so I'm like,
that
oh my
definitely
God, get over it. Stop. No offense. I mean, I'm sure I'd be the same way if like I get a book deal or something or I sell a script or a show. But I'm like, oh my God, relax.
I thought she did so good.
Really? I thought it was okay. Bradley Cooper
especially
was better.
And you know?
Yes. The singing. I think the singing was her saving grace.
Not even that.
I think
it was the scene. The Star Is Born's how many years old now? Like, I don't want to say after a certain
couple years,
after a certain period, whatever. When she was in the house, and then she just started like breaking all of like the frame. That was so emotional. You didn't feel nothing?
I mean, yeah, it was emotional, but I didn't. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't really like, oh my goodness. And also the orange hair. The orange hair. The orange hair.
With a pop star.
No.
It's a pop star.
It wasn't.
She's finding her way in the industry.
I didn't love it.
We shall disagree.
She wasn't terrible. I don't think she deserved to be nominated.
Oh, God.
I said it.
What a monster you are.
I know. Well, I'm just glad she has her babies. All the babies are safe, so that's a good thing. And the dog walker is...
That was a literally unbelievable headline.
It was, wasn't it? Oh my goodness.
Not real life. So Ellie Goulding is pregnant?
Yeah, like maybe weeks away from being due, pregnant.
Didn't she just get married?
Yeah. Like maybe before Rona, for sure. And I think this guy, prior to Rona, or maybe like right before. So maybe this time last year, like right before things like went crazy. And I think this guy is like a lord or or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's got a title. But yeah, she was like in a video interview thing and revealed how like she's like weeks away from being due. So she said it's been easy to hide because of Corona, or COVID, so she's been able to hide her pregnancy. So congratulations to her.
That's nice.
Yes. And
baby on the way.
Other baby news, our favorite person. Minnie Moore gave birth to a baby boy. Oop, I missed someone before her. We'll get back to them. Sorry. But Minnie Moore gave birth to a baby boy. His name is August. They call him Gus. And she uses the hashtag, "This is Gus."
Oh,
that's
so cheesy. That's cute.
I can't. I'm so happy for her.
Okay, so I don't know why I'm foggy on Mandy Moore. Did she remarry?
She was married. Yes. She was married like to that one dude who's had those allegations of being abusive, and she has confirmed that. So yeah, this is her second marriage, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Well, congrats to little Gus.
Yes. Congrats.
Gus. And oh my gosh, so many babies.
Lots of baby news. Eliza Dushku, is that how we said her name? Or how you say
I think so.
Yeah, Eliza Dushku. She's pregnant with baby number 2. I didn't even know she had a baby number 1.
Me either.
She's always quiet. She's always she keeps to herself a lot. So congratulations to her.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard anything about her, but like her pregnancy made the news. So congrats on another baby.
Yes, and our other baby news is Catherine Mcphee gives birth to a baby boy. She's married to that. All I know is his last name is Foster.
David.
David. Yeah. So it is? Okay. He's got money, right?
Yeah, and he's like.
I think he's the one of his like one of them. I think in Canada, the house that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stayed at. When they were in Canada, it was his house.
Probably.
Yeah. And they are like, they've been spotted like going to dinner with them or lunch or being around them when they are in LA. So Meghan Markle's new friend had a baby boy.
He has two adult daughters that are like the same age as Catherine McPhee.
Yeah, because isn't he like 7 in his 70s?
Yeah, he's up there.
He's up there.
So, yeah, that was an interesting relationship.
Yeah, well, congratulations to them. And good news for me, there is a Frasier reboot. It has been officially confirmed. I am so excited. But there are rumors that Niles and Daphne, so David Hyde Pierce and Jane Levy, oh my god, I can't remember her last name, that they might not be involved with the reboot. I don't know if I'll watch it because Niles is my favorite character. I love Niles, but then Frasier had his moments too. Frasier was funny, and then also the father, the actor John Mahoney, he passed away. So and he was also my favorite. So I don't know what this reboot's gonna look like. No idea, but
it's gonna be a season, or is it gonna be like a little?
I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is that they've hinted that it won't take place in Seattle because at the end of the series, Frasier goes to Chicago. And so, yeah, they said it's not going to take place in Seattle. So I don't know where it's going to be. I think they've hinted that Frasier's going to have a podcast because, podcast is just the thing now. So I'm excited. I'll still watch it even if Niles and Daphne aren't involved, even though they, Niles just made the show for me. But we'll see. I'm still excited. Okay. But it will be on Paramount, and hopefully there will be more little tidbits they'll give us.
Yeah, more info.
Something
I'm super excited about is The Handmaid's Tale finally has a release date of April 28th.
What season is this?
4.
4?
I think.
Okay.
Yes, season 4.
I have not watched it.
Girl. What? Especially in the times that we're living in.
That's why I don't want to watch it. I don't need my anxiety. Yeah, I don't need my anxiety to be like, I can't.
It's good.
Yeah. Because I even explained to Dennis, because I know what, roughly what it's about, and I explained to him, he's like, wait, he goes, judging by, the way it looked, I thought it was, old times. I'm like, no, it's supposed to be current. He goes, oh, I don't want to watch that. I'm like, yes.
No, it's creepy. So, when it first came out, it's like, oh my gosh, this could never happen. And then things started happening, and it's like, oh God, this is it.
That's scary.
No, it's the first 2 seasons are excellent. The 3rd season, I would say, it kind of gets redundant seeing Elizabeth Moss just stare into the camera angrily, because that's what she does. It's just angry stare for a solid minute, and cut. What are we doing? Next scene. But I mean, it's good. You gotta watch it.
I know. I'll add that to my eventually list. I will get to it. I will try to. So that's exciting. So in another little over almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, in
2
other
months
news,
from today,
Rona's gonna be one. Well, at least from the initial lockdown, it'll be a year. And I saw a meme today.
I can't. Yeah.
It was, oh shit, what's his name? Captain America and then Falcon maybe. But they're on a track running, and it's Falcon. It's me processing last March, and then Captain America's coming up, and it's this March, coming up, gonna just
fast approaching. Yeah, it's wild because I remember. So my birthday and my mom's birthday is 2 weeks apart. So we typically celebrate, for the most part, we'll celebrate our birthdays together, almost not every year, but depending on the situation. And so last year we were gonna spend it the week that's in between our birthdays. So St. Patty's Day weekend. And it was supposed to be me, Dennis, her, and her fiance. We were going to go to we are literally 12 minutes from a resort called M Resort, so another hotel and casino. And they were having an Eagles band tribute concert. We were excited because we all of us like the Eagles music. So I got tickets for all 4 of us. We were super excited. And then the week leading up, the week of leading up to the weekend, it was dude, I just remember Dennis and I were just sitting in front of the TV watching the news. We're like, oh my God, what is happening? Call my mom, and we're just like, what do we do? Is this real? What's going on? And she's like, yeah, we probably should. I'm like, yeah, we'll just cancel and maybe it'll just be postponed for a few weeks. Nope.
Here we are.
Nope. Here we are a year later.
Yeah, literally a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being so scared. Like, so scared in the beginning. And I still am, obviously, worried about how everything is going.
Yeah.
But I don't have that, like...
Yeah. In the beginning, I'm
fear.
glad I did not see the movie Contagion
Oh, God.
in the beginning of all this. I watched it maybe 3-4 months in, and I'm like, if I had watched this in the beginning of this, I would have been a freaking basket case. I would have lost my shit.
Yeah.
I would have lost my fucking mind. So I am so, because people kept saying, oh my God, this is just like the movie Contagion. This is just like, I'm like, let me not watch it. I'm glad I waited to watch that movie because I literally would have lost my shit.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing Contagion when it came out, and I was like, oh, that's creepy. Like, ugh, whatever. So no, I did not rewatch it in the beginning, but I did end up rewatching it like during Rona, just to see, worst case scenario. But what I did watch was Outbreak. Do you remember that movie?
Yes. I read the book. I had to read the book in high school.
Okay.
Oh.
That was just a little bit more, I don't know. It was easier to stomach, even though people's faces were like blowing up from like the word boiled. But
yeah, because that's the one with the monkey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I had to read that in high school. I'm like, what are we reading? I was so mortified. I'm like, what is that?
Infectious monkey.
Thank you. No. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay, on to sad breakup alert. Daft Punk. They break up after 28 years.
Okay, this really does hurt.
Yes.
And I don't know why. Did they say why?
I don't think so. They're just retiring. They're just... I didn't read anything about them going, like, separate ways or whatever, like, pursuing music separately. I mean, maybe they will, but they were just retiring. Not okay?
Not okay.
They should have run it past you first.
Yes. And at least just do one more, like, farewell concert tour, something.
Something. Yeah, that would have been...
I always said, like, if they ever went on tour again or had a concert, like, I will liquidate all my assets and I would figure out a way to get there.
Yeah.
Like, just even if it was, like, overseas, like, I would go to a concert because I was so upset because they were at Coachella. And I didn't get to see them there because I've never been to Coachella. I wasn't going to pay, like, however much money. But, yeah, I'm just really bummed I was never able to see them live.
Yeah.
Perform live.
Yeah.
And Daft Punk is like one of my earliest memories, like favorite songs around the world.
Yes. How many times did we watch that video?
The music video, I mean, it literally, it terrified me, but I was so intrigued at the same time. I just
remember listening to it on repeat in the car with your mom.
Exactly.
That's all I remember.
My mom had it on a cassette tape.
Yes. Cassette tapes, people.
And we just had to keep rewinding that bad boy to hear it over and over again. Yep. And now my son listens to it. Lincoln listens to it on the iPad now.
Oh.
Goes around the world. Like,
send me a video of him singing that, please. It's so precious. It's so precious. Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
It's like the end of an era.
Literally, our lifetime so far. Crazy. But like you said, I remember watching the video and just like playing the song on repeat in the car. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe that. But I read somewhere that they've each earned like $70 million or something like that, or worth. I don't know if that's like their worth or what they've earned or whatever, but like each of them, like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've been around for so long.
Yes. And collaborated with like so many people.
Documentary that they did?
No, I didn't know they had one.
I don't know. That maybe they didn't do it. It was on HBO. What's it called? Unchained, maybe? But it just talks about like their past and their history and how they came up in the industry.
Okay.
And they were just regular DJs, like just kid DJs at like these parties, and like, I don't know. It was just cool to hear about that.
That's awesome.
But I mean, their music will live on. I just keep shaking my laptop.
I know. I'm like, what's going on?
It's on top of a shoe rack.
Shoe rack.
And I'm trying to put my legs under it. But But yeah, it just makes me sad. But their music is timeless and it'll live on forever.
It will. Oh, so sad. R.I.P. Yeah. Oh, love them. All right, on to our new favorite segment, things I learned on TikTok. So this one, go on.
No, I feel like we need to make like a theme song for this.
We should.
Things I learned on TikTok. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If anyone's listening that's good with that stuff, let me know.
Yes. So this one, I didn't learn it. It was a thought that I had, and I'm like, oh, I need to mention this the next time we record. 2 days later, he sent me a video of my exact thoughts on a video on TikTok. I'm like, I was just thinking this. So, for people who don't know, Evan Peters of American Horror Story fame, he has dated Emma Roberts and Halsey.
Yes.
After ending both relationships, they've each gone on to someone else and have gotten pregnant. So he's like the good luck Chuck. So if you want to get pregnant, date Evan Peters, because the next guy you meet after him, you're getting pregnant.
I mean, is it pregnant or just like finding somebody that you want to like, oh shit, sorry, take your relationship to the next level to?
Same.
Which then also makes me like wonder, is he just that guy that's just like, yeah, I'm not really
the in-between guy?
Here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder.
So maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Oh. He also scares me. He scares me. And I don't know, I just see Tate forever.
I know. First, Tate will just always, like, he would just always be Tate. No other role will replace that. He's just always going to be Tate. And Tate was terrifying.
Yes. So I have a hard time overcoming that.
Yes. So,
and even seeing him in like WandaVision, he's he was in X-Men. He played Quicksilver, which is like a superhero, right? Yeah. So he's like a good guy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
So ladies, if you want to make that next step, that big step, date Evan Peters first, because then you will meet the right guy.
Exactly. Because he seems to point you in the right direction.
Yes. Oh, that is too funny. I can't believe you sent me that, because I swear to you, it was a thought that randomly came to my head. I'm like, oh, that's a good point. That's 2 people so far. So we'll see who he dates next, if that comes out, and if they break up, if that person meets somebody else and gets pregnant.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't learned too much on TikTok. I've just been laughing a lot. Like I sent you that one video and I couldn't stop laughing at the comment of, so it's just this person laying in bed and they're saying how, they're like, why is it called Zoe 101? And like, before they could even finish their sentence, you see somebody else laying in bed with them and they like peek their head up to see like, what are they doing? And look at the camera. And I didn't think that was like funny, but I was like, what's that person doing too? And then the first comment, I was like, you got Tim Curry back there? Because this person looked exactly like Tim Curry. And I was like, my humor is broken because I was literally like, my abs were hurting and I was crying because I just like could not stop laughing at that comment. And I found myself doing that a lot, going through comments and just like laughing.
Yes. I sent you, I think her name is like Savage Mom. So people tag her in things like thirst trap type stuff and she reads everyone's comments.
Yeah.
The things that these people say.
Right.
Oh my God. It is so, where do they come up with this stuff?
I don't know. But so that one specifically was like the guy.
Her. It's okay.
What did somebody say? It's like, I'm 21, but my throat's 35.
So basically, like those, I call them thirst traps because these guys just want the attention. Like they know they're good looking and they just want to like whatever.
I don't know. I feel bad saying that too because I feel like a lot of times women post things because they feel good about themselves and it's not a thirst trap. So it's like, I want to give them
the way some of these men look at the camera, they know. That's what I'm.
It's with like retiling.
That one, the retiling one, is my favorite. Like, what do you say? Why did he look at us with that tone?
Right. And then someone else said, "My marriage isn't that serious." So I think that's my favorite thing. Like so far, was just looking at comments on TikTok.
Yes.
So I did see a video of a girl doing her makeup, and she was like young. She was probably maybe a teenager or maybe like 20, and it was like gonna do
Still a teenager going.
my makeup like how they did it in 2016. I was like, okay. So I'm watching it, and it's like literally everything that how I do my makeup, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What's
what are you talking about? So, like putting your concealer on. So, like doing like the upside down triangle here for the concealer under your eyes, like down to your nose.
Yeah.
Contour. Like I don't think she used blush, and then like highlighter, and what else?
What? Those are outdated.
And matte lipstick. Yes.
What
I guess.
What are you supposed to do now?
Exactly. So I was looking at the comments, and someone did like the laugh emoji with like the teardrop on the head, like sweating. It's like, this is how I still do my makeup. Yeah. Can you tell me what is different? Like what's changed? And she did another video, so of course I had to go down that rabbit hole. And they do their concealer differently now. So apparently you're only supposed to put your concealer at like here and here. So like you lift it up. I don't fucking know. And then it's all about the blush now. So you blush it up and put it across your nose. And then lip gloss is back in style. I haven't bought lip gloss since like 8th fucking grade.
Oh, I always use lip gloss.
I don't own lip gloss.
Yeah, well, I rarely use it now because it's a stupid mask. You can't, like, it's like, what's the point? But I do have, like, matte lipstick stuff. But, yeah, when I would go out, I'll put on the matte stuff. But, like, at work and stuff like that, obviously, pre-Rona, I would just put, like, lip gloss and everything. But it's just, like, whatever. Okay. So, yeah, basically, I'm supposed to do my makeup how I did it in 8th grade when I didn't know how to do makeup.
Exactly. And I think that's what it is. Because just for the sake of doing it, I did my makeup today like that. And I'm like, I look, yes, it looks like natural, but I look like a child.
Yeah. I did that when I was in 8th grade and didn't know how to do makeup.
Like, I feel like it's too much blush. Like, I feel like I look too rosy and too pink. I don't know.
I guess that's the thing now.
I don't know. I'm just tired of being made out to be old, even though I know like we're there.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be constantly reminded.
Yeah. I saw bell bottoms at the store today.
Cute.
Yeah.
I'd wear them.
What Not shoes do you wear with them though?
Here's the thing.
Wedges? So are we back in the 70s? I got those.
You could.
Yes.
So I found that you could wear, I saw something about the Olsen twins.
Yes.
And how everyone made fun of them for always wearing like oversized things and whatever. And now everything that they're wearing is kind of in style.
They were ahead of their times.
That, and I think they're aliens. But if you have confidence and like reassurance in yourself, you literally could wear anything if it's not considered trendy.
Yeah.
So like I could have worn bell bottoms, I don't know, 4 years ago when it wasn't even like a thought in people's minds. But if I had like the confidence and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear my fucking bell bottoms today with maybe some gym shoes and like this top. If you have like the confidence and you're like, yeah, I know I look good. This makes me feel good.
Yeah.
No one's gonna come for you.
That's true. That's
like,
true.
So,
but if you think about it, has anyone actually ever come for you with what you're wearing?
Not to my face.
Yeah, exactly. Not to your face. So as long as you're not saying it to my face, I don't care. Because if you say it to my face, we're going to have problems. But you're not saying it to my face. I'm going to wear whatever the hell I want.
I did see something, though, that did validate why I feel so about, like, early 2000s fashion.
Yeah.
Especially, like, the low-rise jeans. And it's, like, it was just low-rise and then, like, belly tops, right?
Yes.
And, like, as a child, one, not wearing it. But two, my body would not allow me to wear that. I was significantly overweight. But I think with Gen Z bringing back like these early 2000 trends and for them thinking like, oh, we're just old. Like we're not going to, whatever. We're just going to bash it because we've lived through it already. But it brings up so many like thoughts about like body dysmorphia for a lot of people because growing up during that time, your greatest accessory was being thin.
Yeah.
If you weren't thin, like, you were fat. And then I remember looking back, like, Kate Winslet got a lot of, like, heat for, like, being fat or being chubby. But if you look back at pictures, she wasn't fat.
No, not at all.
She's not fat.
No.
And, like, America Ferrera, too, like, Ugly Betty, like, she was never fat.
No. Yeah,
so it's like,
and it, like, fucked with me. It's like, Ugly Betty looked fine. I mean, the adult braces, I mean, nobody should have adult braces, no offense, because stuff gets in your teeth and whatnot. But I saw nothing wrong with Ugly Betty. I'm like, why are they calling her ugly? Like, what's wrong with this?
Yeah.
I mean, the poncho, I guess. But it's just like, yeah, it really fucked with you. It really did. 'Cause I saw nothing wrong with her, but then the dialogue and everything was telling me that there was something wrong with that. I'm like, oh,
exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Fuck you, society.
True. So, but I think we're doing good. I think we're holding strong.
Yes.
We're holding steady.
Yes.
Because even, I think in that video, they said, like, Gen Z has mom jeans. They have high-rise jeans. Like,
okay, I saw.
We fought for that.
At
like,
Kohl's.
Low-rise jeans. No.
I saw at Kohl's. This is where I saw the bell bottoms. They also have shorts out now, and it said mom shorts.
Oh, yeah.
And they were high-rise shorts. I'm like,
oh, yeah. Oh, yes, honey.
Okay.
They're mom jeans. For sure. That's
cool.
what they're calling them.
That's what we're just going to call them now.
Cool. Great.
Messages, wear whatever the fuck you want. Who cares what anyone says? They're not going to say it to your face. Go ahead, say it behind my back because you don't got the nerve to say it to my face. It's all good. It's all great.
Yeah. Feel good about yourself. I just did like an Ariana Grande. Yeah. Just feel good about yourself. Like, be confident in what you're wearing because you're only going to wear it for yourself. Like, at the end of the day, the person that you dress for is for you. It's not for other people.
Yes. Wear what you feel comfortable. Fuck everyone else.
Exactly.
Fucking kids. I swear to God.
Fucking kids are bullying us.
All right. Before we get to our weekly binges, I have a weekly, a few day binge. I've been reading. I downloaded a library type app, whatnot, since you can't go to a library to check a book out. I'm like, oh, I guess I could just check out digital copies. The first 3 books of the Bridgerton series. Okay. I didn't read the first one because I already know what happens in the show. I'm like, I'm just going to skip the first one and go to the second one. And I'm on the third one right now. I don't know what to think. Because, so I'm guessing the writer, obviously the writer is writing for the times in the early 1800s. So I guess men were very, very into looks. So in part 2 of The Viscount Who Loved Me, I think it's called, it's Anthony Bridgerton and his lady love, which is Kate. And Kate is the older sister of, and she's the older sister. She has a half sister who's younger. She's beautiful, but Kate is made to sound just plain Jane, basically. Oh, okay. And of course, Anthony Bridgerton decides he wants to get married, and he's like, "Who's the diamond of the season?" They're like, "Oh, it's Edwinda or something. Edwin. I don't know what her name was. It was a weird name." They're like, "Oh, it's her," but Edwina won't get married unless her sister approves of the marriage. So he's like, well, I need to, whatever. And immediately Kate's like, I don't like you. You a man whore, or a rake as they called him. It ain't happening. And then he's like frustrated. They're like violent with each other. Like she steps on his toes. He like steps on her hand. He like kicks her in the stomach. Like there's just stuff that happens. I'm like, this is violent.
So they're Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
What's happening? And he's just like, and he like multiple times in the book says, I'm going to kill her. Like he wants to kill this woman. I'm like, what is going on? I don't know.
Of every relationship.
I don't know. But of course, I just pictured the actor, I think his name's Jonathan Bailey or something like that. I'm like, okay, I guess I could get on board with this because he's hot. But still, I'm like, there's some violence going on here. But I hope they keep the role and keep the scenes with the mother, her stepmother, because I loved her. The stepmother, she had a kind of a small role, but she like loved Kate so much because she married Kate's father when Kate was like 3 years old or something like that. So she like raised her and then like had a daughter and like treated her as her own. And then they had like this really sweet scene. So I really hope they don't take away from that because I fell in love with that part. I thought that was like the sweetest part of it. But yeah. Yeah, there's a very interesting scene with a bee sting. So
Bee sting?
a bee sting. So I had mentioned, when we were first talking about the Bridgerton series, you're like, what does the bee mean? And I said it was because the father of the Bridgertons died from a bee sting. So Anthony has this thing about bee stings, like, or bees and stuff like that. Like, he's just, with himself, he doesn't care, but then, like, that's when he realizes he cares for her because of a bees around them and stuff happens. So we'll just leave it at that. That scene should be interesting.
Okay.
So I'm reading part 3, which is Benedict, and I am kind of halfway through. It's a little bit better than the other one. The reviews weren't good, so I was kind of like worried. I'm like, oh no, they made him sound like horrible. I'm like, oh, I like Benedict, but so far I don't dislike him. So I don't know what's gonna happen yet, but I will keep you posted because I do want to read them.
Bridgerton?
What was that?
He's a Bridgerton?
Benedict, yes.
Did we see him in the show?
Yes, he's the second older brother. He's the artist.
Got it.
Yes. So I will keep you posted on the Bridgertons.
Okay.
Yes. So I wanted to get my book binge out of the way because I read the book in a day.
Oh.
For me, it's a quick read. I read it in a day, and I got halfway through the third one yesterday. And I had to, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I need to go to bed. So I had to stop myself from reading it. So maybe I'll finish it by tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. No, I could never read that in like a day.
Oh, yeah. In high school, I would read 2 to 3 books in a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there was one book series that I read, and it was a really good book series. I would read the books in one day. And immediately, like, beg my mom to take me to the store so I could buy the other ones. Like, I read a lot in high school. I shit you not. I read 2 to 3 books a week in high school. I had no friends. Except for my friend Kelly, who read the books with me, so.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
That is a talent. It's a skill.
It is. Not very, very few people possess it, and I'm very proud to say that I do. So, on to our weekly binges. There's one we're going to wait for the end. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything to add before?
I started to rewatch the Avengers just because of watching WandaVision.
Makes sense.
Okay, so this week's episode of WandaVision was a tearjerker for sure.
Aww.
Because it kind of takes you back to like Wanda's past to see like how she got to this point or whatever. So I'm not going to say anything if like nobody's watched the episode, but there's a scene that they get to where Agnes is like asking her like, what did you feel? Because after her brother died, like, I don't know. I don't remember how they even got there, but it's the scene that like her and Vision kind of like fall in love or whatever. And he's still kind of this AI android that doesn't really know how to process human emotions. But they're talking, and she said, he was like, is there anything that I can do to make you feel better? And she's like, the only thing that's going to make me feel better is seeing him again. And he said that he's never had anybody to love. Like, he's always been alone. Aww. So he doesn't know what it's like to lose anything. And then the one thing that he said, and as soon as he said it, I got chilled and I started crying. He said, what is grief but love persevering?
Oh, I just got chills.
I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful.
That is.
So beautiful. Because is it not?
That is.
And then, oh my God. So then TikTok just always just knows I watched WandaVision. So then it just keeps me up with like all the theories and stuff. But the scene in Infinity War where Vision dies and Wanda has to like take the stone out of his head, that was improv. So the director told them, just react how you would if this was actually happening. So they had no lines. So she was saying like, I don't want to lose you. Like, I can't do this. He's like, you're not. He's like, what did he say? He's like, I just feel you. And then she
just got chills again because he's an android and he doesn't. Oh my goodness! And I don't even watch that shit. And I just got chills.
Oh, God, it was so good. So then I was like, okay, let me go back and watch and see, like, because I feel like I didn't really care about them in the Avengers, like Wanda and Vision. It's just like, okay, like they were there so I feel like for such a short period of time, but now that they have their own show and like their own kind of backstory, I'm like, okay, I need more.
Yeah.
I need to know more. So yeah, that's all I have.
Nice. Aww.
And it's so beautiful.
That is beautiful. That really is. I did get chills too when you said that.
So
oh my goodness.
So good.
That is good. Maybe I should start getting into that. I don't know, superheroes, it's hard. So I'm watching Tell Me Your Secrets.
Okay.
I will give my review next week. I have one episode left.
Okay.
It's with Lily Robb. She's from American Horror Story. And
okay.
She was in the Undoing, I think that was called. Oh, you didn't watch it. The Undoing with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant.
Yes.
She's really good. She's really, really good. But yeah, Tell Me Your Secrets. There's so many things going on. I don't want to give my review yet because I'm still I have one episode left, so I still don't know what's happening. It's still
what is it on Netflix?
It's on Amazon.
Okay.
And it's called Tell Me Your Secrets. If anyone wants to watch, it's really good. There's 10 episodes. And they're about 47, 50 minutes each. So it's a long watch. And you do have to pay attention because there's a lot of like flashbacks and all this like other stuff. It's crazy. Because like I said, there is a storyline. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, what is the point of this? So I'm hoping it
all comes together
in the final episode. So
okay.
I'll get back to you on it. But the acting is really good.
Is it like suspense, thriller?
Thriller. So the in the trailer it pretty much tells. So basically the premise is she is released from jail. She's in witness protection. Okay. Her boyfriend murdered 9 women, and they believe that she has something to do with it, or she knows more than she lets on, but she doesn't remember anything.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
did you watch The Sinner?
I didn't. I want to. It's all on Netflix. And I know, like, Matthew Bomer's in, like, the latest season, which I need to watch because he's just amazing.
Well, I haven't watched any of the other seasons. I just watched the first season.
Okay.
Sounds similar.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, yeah.
It's good.
It's her storyline. And then there's the mother of one girl that's missing that's convinced that the boyfriend, like, took her or, like, killed her or something, and she's trying to find answers, and then, like, she does something, and then there's, like, other stuff going on. So, yeah, it's a lot. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to wait. I will give my final review as to, well, if it's worth it or not. But so far, I will say the acting is very good.
Okay.
Leave it at that. All right,
cool.
So you guys, we are going to talk about Behind Her Eyes on Netflix. If you have not watched it, you could end the episode right now because after we talk about it, we will say our goodbyes because this is going to be spoilers for Behind Her Eyes on Netflix. So right now, we're saying goodbye to you.
Bye.
Bye. What are your thoughts on Behind Her Eyes?
Okay. So when I first started watching it, I was like, okay, like I can get into this. Like it doesn't seem too creepy yet. Like I wasn't really seeing what you were talking about. And then the more that it progressed, as soon as they introduced Adele, and I was like, oh, okay, sinister. And then towards like the middle, maybe like episode 4 or 5, it started to get like, okay, like who is the one that's like trying to trick somebody here? Because I was confused about Louise's friend Sophie because I feel like she popped in randomly.
Dude, I thought she was a figment of her imagination for a hot second. I'm like, oh my God, she's fake. Is she wearing the same clothes? Like, what's going on?
Yes, or like I thought maybe she was like a therapist because then the son hugged her in one of the scenes.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe she's like a therapist and like, because wasn't Louise taking pills before bed to help with her?
I don't recall that part. But I did get the same thing. I'm like, oh my God, is this bitch fake? She's not real. She's not real. What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah. So then I'm like, oh my God, what if this is all in like Louise's head and she's making all this up? But then it started to like play out that like, okay, Adele is really behind all of this. And then once I got to the end of episode 5, when it was showing the backstory with like Rob and Adele and like rehab and everything like that, I text you and I said, I'm watching behind her eyes. And is this bitch Rob? Like, they astral protected together, but he went into her body. I'm like, the confusion. And then you said, oh my God, how far along are you? I'm like, I just started the last episode. And then you just sent me the zip face emoji. Because you're not going to say anything. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to put it out there right now. Prediction. Rob falls for David, who's the husband. Homegirl gets jealous and kills him being Rob. Or David kills him because he can't deal with his feelings for him or something. I don't know. But somehow their consciousness swaps or something because of astral projection. I don't know. But the thing was because they never showed Adele doing heroin in the flashbacks. And then when she was doing it in like current times, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So when it came down to like the ending, I didn't mind the ending. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It made me sad.
Yeah, the little boy. He's like, that's
the
not my mom. Immediately he runs down the hall and he just knew. He just knew, like, something's not right.
This isn't her. And then I also felt bad for David because now it's the same person, just in a different body.
Yeah.
But what I'm confused about is, did Rob/Adele know that Louise could do these like astral projecting?
Yeah, because they said something like, "Oh, I see you shine. There's something about like you shine."
Okay.
And that's why she gave her the book, pretty much coaching her to see if she can actually do it, to test her. And turned out that she could. So she's like, this is the right person.
Yeah. Yes. No, I thought it was like a really well written, put together season. Kept me in like suspense.
Yeah. Because it just like took you in different directions. Like, oh, is it Adele that's crazy? No, David, he's the bad guy. He's the one making everyone else think that Adele's crazy. Oh no, Louise is the one that's losing her mind. Like, it would just hook you everywhere.
Well, I thought initially what happened because they moved, because like when they were at that dinner party with like all of the doctors or whatever, it was like really weird. Like he was getting drunk and whatnot. I thought like maybe Adele killed somebody.
Yes,
or
he's like doing somebody. Like, do I need to find another job again? And then for a second, I thought David was the one that killed Rob because immediately you saw the way Rob looked at him and started like
questioning,
getting the feels. And I'm like, oh my God, is Rob going to make a move on him? And then like David freaks out and like accidentally kills him. Like, what's going to happen? But yeah, when it came, so when the body swap of Louise and Adele happening, I'm like, oh my God, okay, this is good. Okay, I like it. And then when it showed Adele and Rob in the flashback, I'm like, shut the fuck up right now.
Yeah.
I did not expect that part.
I don't know what it was, because I think it was the way that David couldn't look at her the same way anymore. Yes. And there was never a reason why. Yeah. You know?
It was just like... He also probably just sensed it. And he kept saying, like, she's not the same person from before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then also, poor Adele. Homegirl's been gone for a while.
Yeah, she gone.
She's gone.
She dead.
And she was just so trusting of this person that took full advantage of her and like her wealth and her whatever.
Yeah.
And they kind of lost me a little bit with the astral projecting. I was like, okay, we're going there.
Yeah, right. I kind of was like, I know it's a thing. It is a thing. Like people claim they can do that, and like lucid dreaming, like it's a thing. And like when they show like the different colored like lights at their bodies, I'm like, okay, I don't know. I was still able to push past it, but it was good. And I'm fine if I don't see them doing a second season because it's one book as far as I know. And I don't know how it would make sense doing a second season. So I'm happy with the way it ended.
Same. Because also I feel bad for Adam, the little boy.
The little boy.
But I feel like he maybe developed like a better relationship with his dad. So maybe I'll go look at his dad. Here I am making up a story after.
Yes, our own season 2. Adam goes to live with his father, and what was the girl's name? Lisa. With his new sibling. And he doesn't have to deal with Louise / Adele / Rob.
Like, oh my God.
David could fend for himself.
Yeah, he's screwed either way.
Yes.
Because he's going to keep finding him.
Yes.
I don't understand how Rob, like, what was it that, like, he fell in love with so quickly? Just, like,
I think it was because maybe it was Adele, like, always talking about David and whatever, so he knew how he was as a person, and then, like, when he saw him, he saw how good of a person he was. Because even, like, for some reason, Louise could not hate David for, like, doing what he did, like cheating on Adele and all that stuff. Like, he kept saying, you must think I'm a shit person, and she just could not hate him or dislike him or judge him for that. Like, I guess he was just one of those people that you just can't dislike or would do something, like, malicious, like, you know, on purpose. So maybe, I don't know, that's how I saw it, because I'm like, girl, just leave him. Like, I know he had, like, go. But there was just something, I think that's what it was. He's just one of those people that you're, like, drawn to and stuff like that. And the fact that he, like, saved her life and all that, like, you know, when the house was on fire. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's what it was. He just saw that.
I think it was a Scottish accent.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Louise. Why did he say Louis? I can't even say it.
I don't even want to try. I'm going to butcher it. I'm going to embarrass myself. I'm not even going to try. But
oh, man.
If people are still listening with spoiler alerts, still watch it. It's still good. I thought it was I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, David and Adele are very much like a very good looking couple together.
Yeah.
They're almost like picture perfect.
Yeah. But I thought the chemistry between him and Louise was fine.
Right. It was different because it was like a different side of him.
Yeah.
Where I feel like he had to be like, I don't know, like Adele's keeper. Almost.
Right. Fucking crazy.
I was honestly expecting, excuse me, in the end when Adele started lighting shit on fire, just for her to go out like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. I'm like, all right, cool. She's going to kill herself. I mean, it's not cool to kill herself. But I'm like, all right, cool. She's just going to end it. David's going to be clear. It's going to be good. I'm like, cool. And then the body swap happened. I'm like, okay. That's a good ending. And then the whole showing you what really happened in the past. I'm like, oh, that's good.
And then what else was I confused about? Oh, so when David went to the police station and talked to them, like, what did he say?
I think he was going to tell them the truth that what his version of what happened. Like, he went there and Adele told him. Well, I don't think he was going to take the blame.
Oh, okay.
I think he was going to tell the truth.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I was confused about that a little bit, but other than that, I feel like all like loose ends were tied up.
Yeah. That's why I said I'm happy with the way it ended. There's absolutely no need for a second season, which I don't think they will do. But I thought it was like a good.
Yeah.
Cool. Like it.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That was a good binge.
Yeah. And I told a bunch of people at work to watch it too. They're like, what is going on? And my sister's like, who's insane? I'm like, I thought I was insane. So I have no idea.
I don't know. I didn't feel, and it was so weird that I guessed that. Like, I even texted that before.
I'm surprised that you got it because even Nathy like texted me like, "What is going on?" I'm like, it's crazy.
I'm never right about this stuff, and like, I don't know how I picked up on that.
I know. I'm like, how did this bitch get that? Because I didn't get it. Like, I knew she was off, but I thought she just lost her marbles because the drugs and everything. But yeah, you're good. You got it.
No, once. It was good one time. Okay. One time and one time only. But no, it's a really easy binge. And the episodes are longer. Like you said, they're like 40, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So it does take longer to watch them, but they're really easy to watch.
They are easy to watch, yes.
And then you just want to keep watching them.
Yes.
And the intro is really short.
Yes.
So it doesn't take up too much time. I don't know. It was good. It was really good.
Yay. I'm so glad I recommended a good one for people to watch.
Yeah.
Yay! All right. Do we have anything else we want to add? Don't
I
have
don't think
anything.
so.
But
No, that's it.
all right. All right, everyone. Have a good week. Entering March. A year.
Oh my god!
Tomorrow
This is our
March.
first March episode.
Yeah, this is our first March episode.
It's almost spring.
It's almost spring, and remember, we're gonna have the spring forward soon. Oh no!
Your face. As soon as you said it's so
We lose an hour's sleep.
Oh no!
I've already decided I'm getting coffee that Monday for work.
Yeah.
We lose an hour of sleep. Damn it! I hate springing forward. Why does
It's
it
rough.
have to be on Sundays?
Is it on a Sunday? No, it's on a Saturday.
Yeah, into the Sunday, but it fucks you up for the entire week.
Oh yeah, but then like just sleep all day Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Damn it! Oh, that's so disappointing. That's the one thing I hate about spring.
Forward. That's really funny.
I'm gonna have to spring forward, you guys. All right, you can find us on Instagram. Send us an email or a message on there.
Mhm.
You can see our TikToks. Can you see our TikToks on there? We don't have TikTok on there, do we? I don't think
On
we've
what?
posted anything, but we're on TikTok. Pop Culture.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys. I have my nail polish stuff right here. I just grabbed
Wait
it.
a minute.
Find us on TikTok. And until then, have a
The
good...
YouTube. The YouTube.
Oh, yes.
You
You can watch, if you're listening just to the audio, you can find the video to this if you want to see our facial expressions and Anjali's dirty sweater, my facial expression with springing forward. Find us on YouTube. See us in our glory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's happening going on, so I apologize for anyone. I don't know what's going on. I gotta wash my hair.
Okay, you look great.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
But yeah, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.